The pastor froze. His eyes still closed. But his voice shook. Wake up. You have slept for too long. The Okada man flinched. Sir. I'm awake now. I'm sitting here. But the pastor opened his eyes suddenly. Sweat on his face. Breathing heavy. No, he whispered. I didn't see you sitting. I saw you, lying down. Deep sleep. Inside darkness. Just 2 hours earlier. The same man was on the road. Helmet loose. Face tired. Driving his Okada like every other day. Then a passenger waved him down. A calm man. Quiet. Holding a Bible. As they rode through traffic, the passenger started speaking. Not shouting. Not forcing. Just calm. Do you know God? The bike man laughed softly. Oga, life no easy like that. But the man continued. Sometimes, it's not life. It's where you're sleeping. When they got to the destination, the bike man didn't move. Something felt strange. Heavy. Like someone was calling him from inside. Sir. Can I come and see you again? The passenger smiled. I'm a pastor. You're welcome anytime. Now here he was. Sitting in front of that same man. Heart pounding. Hands shaking. Sir, he said, almost crying now. That's why I came. I need help. I've been sleeping. For a long time. The pastor leaned forward. Eyes locked on him. Then tell me. When did it start? The bike man took a deep breath. And began. I wasn't always like this. I had a good life. I was a bank manager. Clean office. AC blowing cold. People standing when he walks in. Good morning, sir. Respect. Money. Soft life. He had everything. A fine apartment. Good clothes. Weekends with friends. Even a brother abroad. Sending support. Until one call changed everything. Chidi. His brother's voice echoed over the phone. This job you're doing. How much are they even paying you? He mentioned the amount. There was silence. Then laughter. Come on. I'll show you real money. This business I'm doing. You will earn triple. Forget that bank job. That night. Chidi couldn't sleep. Opportunity. Or risk. 1 week later. He walked into the office. Resignation letter in hand. His colleagues shouted. Big man. Don't hammer. Don't forget us, oh. He smiled. Signed out. And walked away from everything. That night. He had a dream. He was standing on a heap of garbage. Rotten. Smelling. Flies everywhere. And then. He looked down at his hands. He was eating from it. He woke up. Sweating. Confused. But then he said. It's just a dream. That was the mistake. The pastor shook his head slowly. You ignored it. Chidi nodded. Tears already forming. I didn't know. The pastor leaned closer. Voice low. Serious. That dream was not ordinary. It was a warning. Pastor's voice dropped. That dream was a warning. And you ignored it. Chidi's lips trembled. I didn't understand, sir. I thought it was nothing. The pastor shook his head slowly. That was when it started. The money came in. First alert. 2 million Nigerian nairas. Then more. 5 million Nigerian nairas. 10 million Nigerian nairas. His brother kept his word. Start up big, he said. Don't think small. At first, everything felt normal. Chidi was happy, excited, planning, calling people, making moves. But then, something strange started happening. Money would just vanish. Not small money. Huge money. He would sit down. Try to calculate. Okay. I spent this on this. But where is the rest? Nothing. No explanation. No record. No result. It was like pouring water inside a basket. He tried business. It failed. He invested. It crashed. He trusted people. They disappeared. Yet the money kept coming. His brother kept sending more. Cars even arrived. Use this one for movement, his brother said. But nothing stayed. Nothing grew. Everything died in his hands. Calls started coming in. Chidi, how far? Any update? Where are we now? At first, he lied. Everything is under control. Just give it time. But time was exposing him. Weeks turned to months. The truth. He had nothing. Zero. One night. He sat alone in his apartment. Lights off. Phone in his hand. His brother was calling. Again. And again. And again. He didn't pick. Instead, he switched off the phone. That was the day. He ran. No goodbye. No explanation. He left the house. Left the cars. Left everything. And disappeared. Days later. Life hit him. Hard. No money. No food. No plan. The same man that used to wear suits. Now wearing one jean for days. He started calling old friends. Voice low. Ashamed. Guy, abeg. I need help. Some ignored him. Some mocked him. But a few came through. They visited him. Face me, I face you compound. Tight space. Noise everywhere. They looked fresh. Smelling nice. Driving cars. Then they saw him. Chidi. Unkempt. Dry. Eyes sunken. One of them whispered. "No, you be this?" Another one shook his head. "What happened to you?" Chidi couldn't answer. He just looked down. They gathered money for him. Contributed. Take, manage this. And then they bought him a bike. Okada. From bank manager to bike man. Just like that. Tears rolled down his face. "I don't understand, sir. Everything just disappeared." The pastor looked at him. Long. Deep. Then asked one question. "When the money was going, did you pray?" Chidi shook his head slowly. "No. That was not ordinary loss. That was a spiritual drain." Chidi's heart skipped. "What do you mean, sir?" The pastor's voice became firm. "You were eating in the dream. And in real life, something was eating your destiny." Chidi froze.
So, what do you mean?
His chest tightened. "Sir, what do you mean?" The pastor didn't answer immediately. He just stood up slowly. Walked to the window. Then turned back. "Tell me the truth. After that dream, did anything in your life move forward?" Chidi swallowed hard. "No. Everything just kept dying." The pastor nodded. Like he already knew. That dream was not ordinary. You were not just eating garbage. You were being reduced. Little by little. Until nothing remains. Chidi's eyes widened. Fear creeping in. "But sir, how?" "I didn't do anything." The pastor's voice became sharper. "It's not always what you do. Sometimes, It's what you ignore. The room suddenly felt heavy. Then the pastor asked, "Let me ask you something. Before your brother called you, before you resigned, were you at peace?" Chidi thought for a moment. "Yes. I was okay. Not rich, but okay." The pastor stepped closer. "And after you made that decision, did you feel rushed?" Chidi's eyes slowly lifted.
Not every
Yes.
opportunity is from
That night
God.
again.
Some
call,
are
The
traps.
pressure. The excitement. Don't think too much. Just move. The pastor snapped his fingers. That's it. Not every opportunity is from God. Some are traps. Chidi's breathing became heavy. "Sir, are you saying?" The pastor cut him off. "I'm saying, you stepped into something you didn't understand. And when God warned you, you ignored it." Chidi broke down, tears rushing freely now. "I didn't know. I swear I didn't know. I've lost everything." The pastor's voice softened. "You haven't lost everything. You're still alive. And that means it's not over. Stand up." Chidi hesitated. "Stand up," the pastor repeated. He stood, shaking. "Close your eyes." He obeyed. The pastor placed his hand on his head. "Whatever followed you, whatever is draining you, today, it ends." Chidi's body jerked. His breathing changed. Fast. Unstable. Then, he saw it. That same garbage heap. But this time, he wasn't alone. Something was there with him. Dark. Shapeless. Watching him. Waiting. Chidi screamed. "Sir, I'm seeing it again." The pastor didn't stop. "Speak. What do you see?" "It's there. It's been there since." The pastor began to pray louder. "Every power eating his destiny, lose your hold." Then suddenly, Chidi collapsed. Flat on the ground. Not moving. For a moment. It felt like everything stopped. Then, he gasped. Air rushing back into his lungs. Like someone who just woke up from deep sleep. He opened his eyes. Different. Lighter. Confused. "Sir, what just happened to me?" The pastor looked at him. "Come now. You just wake up. But this is only the beginning." He slowly sat up. Still breathing hard. Still confused. "Beginning of what, sir?" The pastor didn't answer immediately. He just stared at him. Like he was seeing beyond him. Then he spoke. Slowly. Carefully. "That thing you saw. It didn't start with you." Chidi's heart skipped. "What do you mean?" The pastor leaned forward. "Call your brother." Chidi froze. "Sir, I haven't spoken to him in months." "Call him." With shaking hands, Chidi brought out his phone. Switched it on. Network came in. Almost immediately. Calls started flooding in. Messages. Missed calls. All from one person. "Brother." His hand trembled as he dialed. Ringing. Once. Twice. Then. "Chidi." The voice came in sharp. Tense. Almost desperate. "Where have you been?" Chidi couldn't speak at first. Tears gathered again. "Bro. I'm sorry." There was silence on the line. Then the brother spoke again. "Where are you?" The brother arrived. Big car. Clean. Successful. But something felt off. When he entered the pastor's house, he paused. His eyes met the pastor's. For a brief second, his expression changed. Fear. Then it disappeared. Good evening, sir. He sat down. Looked at Chidi. What happened to you? Before Chidi could speak, the pastor interrupted. You tell us. The brother smiled slightly. I don't understand, sir. The pastor didn't blink. This business you brought him into. Explain it. The brother adjusted in his seat. It's just normal business, sir. Importation, connections, nothing serious. The pastor leaned forward. Then why is he empty? No results. No profit. No trace of money. Why? The brother's jaw tightened. For the first time, he had no quick answer. Then the pastor said something strange. Let me ask you. Since you started this business, who around you has truly prospered like you? The brother's eyes flickered. Just for a second. And that was enough? The pastor nodded slowly. I see. Chidi looked between both of them. Confused. Scared. Sir, what is going on? The pastor turned to him. Voice calm. But heavy. Your brother is not the problem. But what he connected to is feeding on everyone he brings in. Chidi's eyes widened. What? The brother stood up suddenly. Sir, that's not true. But his voice was no longer steady. The pastor stood too. Sit down. And slowly, the brother sat back. Sweat forming on his forehead. The pastor continued. You thought it was just business. But there are altars behind some opportunities. Altars that don't give. They exchange. Chidi's whole body went cold. Exchange. The pastor looked straight into his eyes. For one to rise, others must go down. Chidi turned slowly to his brother. Tears in his eyes. Bro, did you know? The brother didn't answer immediately. He looked away. Then finally, he spoke. Low. I was told not to ask questions. Heavy. Uncomfortable. Chidi stared at his brother like he had never seen him before. Bro. Not to ask questions. His voice cracked. So you knew something was wrong. The brother stood up again. This time, restless. I didn't know, he snapped. I just followed instructions. They said I will grow fast. They said I will succeed. And it worked. But then, his voice dropped. They said, if I want to keep growing, I should bring others. Chidi staggered back. Others. The pastor closed his eyes briefly. Like someone who had seen this too many times. Destiny exchange. Progress built on sacrifice. Chidi's tears fell freely now. So, all the money you sent me was never meant to help me. The brother shouted. I was trying to lift you. But something was taken from you. And adding to me. Chidi's legs gave way. He dropped to the floor. So I was the sacrifice. I was the one paying for your success. The brother couldn't look at him anymore. I didn't know it would be like that. I swear. The pastor stepped forward. Authority in every step. Whether you knew or not. You opened the door. And he walked into it. Both of you. Stand up. They hesitated. I said stand. They stood. Fear. Guilt. Pain. All in one room. The pastor raised his voice.
Every altar speaking against their
destinies.
Catch fire!
Catch fire. Every agreement. Done in ignorance. Break. Chidi began to shake again. But this time. Not like before. Stronger. Like something was living. The brother suddenly screamed. My head. He grabbed it tight. Fell to his knees. I can hear them. They are calling my name. The pastor didn't stop. Let them call. You are coming out today. Both of them collapsed. The room felt charged. Heavy. Electric. Then suddenly. Silence. Minutes passed. Chidi opened his eyes first. Breathing steady. Peaceful. For the first time. In a long time. The brother followed. But something was different. No confidence. No pride. Just fear. Sir, he whispered. What happens now? The pastor looked at both of them. Calm. Firm. You start again. But this time. You build clean. No shortcuts. No strange connections. Then he turned to Chidi. And you? Go back. Not to your past. But to purpose. Chidi nodded slowly. Tears in his eyes. I understand now. That dream. I was already there. Before it happened in real life. The pastor gave a slight nod. God showed you. But you ignored it. Chidi turned. Looked straight ahead. Like he was looking at someone listening. And he said,
Not every opportunity is a blessing. Some are traps.
There are altars behind some opportunities. Altars that don't give, they exchange.